Give it up for your host, Chuck. All right. So good to be here at the Steep. My name is Caroline, and I beat anorexia. Yes, I did. Yeah. I also am thinking about changing my pronoun to skinny legend. That way I can be trans-slender. You guys like my shirt?
I love it.
How fucking fabulous is this, huh? I got Marilyn eating my pussy and my ass. Fucking fabulous. So I am a Jenny Craig dropout, salad dodger, fridge magnet, missionary impossible. I wanted to start dating, so I went onto that dating site for fat people, plentyofwhales.com. Turns out it's actually just a whale watching site. But I was committed. I lurked all the profiles, stalked them, sexted them, ghosted them. Fat bastards. It was right around that time that I did meet somebody. Went on a date. Let's just say he was just a little bit less than a gentleman. I think you know where I'm going with this. I went to the police. I told them what happened. I described the perpetrator. I said he was gray with a silverish hue. Breath smelled like a fish market. Had a huge fucking blowhole at the back of his head. I feel kind of bad. I probably should have told him it was a dolphin. So they went out and arrested Bernie Sanders.
Dude, you can't go after my man.
I know, I'm sorry. I love Bernie. Feel the burn, Bernie. I recently had a child. Yeah, thank you. More recently, she turned 21. Well, I'm also celebrating 16 years. Yeah. Thank you. Cancer-free. Had breast cancer. The worst part about breast cancer is without nipples, you can't tell how cold it is outside. That's why I'm dressed this way. I went on an Alaskan cruise, I nearly fucking froze to death. Boobs without nipples. Well, that's just pointless. I went onto Amazon, bought myself some new nipples. This is actually true, this really did happen. I Google it. Amazon, nipples. They arrived the same day. They look like little yellow gummy bears that had been driven over by a steamroller. I was so excited. I slapped them on. Well, I tasted them first, I'm not gonna lie. Took them for a little spin down Siesta Key. I'm flashing everyone my nipples. I get in the water, those fuckers fell right off. I joined the Nipple of the Month Club. It's a real thing. First ones I got were Janet Jackson nipples. They exposed themselves. I got Popeye's chicken sandwich nipples. Well, they were on back order. You couldn't get them. Found out you had to order them straight out of Compton. I got Stephen King nipples. The little red balloons. Oh, the misery of it. I have a grandmother. She's 101. Yeah. Bitch gets more action than I do. She's got a boyfriend. She came to me, she said, Carolina, I call myself that sometimes during hurricane season when I want to get banged by Dorian or Roberto for 2 days. Love hurricane season. But she said, Carolina, my boyfriend does not want to have sex with me anymore. And I said, well, this is what you got to do. Take all your clothes off, lay on the bed, When he walks in, throw your legs over your head. He will definitely want to have sex with you. So my grandmother did exactly what she was told. She took all her clothes off. She laid on the bed. When he walked in, she threw her legs over her head. And he said, Betty, comb your hair. Put your teeth in. You look like an asshole. That story always reminds me of this thought that I have all the time about nudity. It's just a crazy idea, but like, what if nudity were legal? What if public nudity were totally, not in weather like this, obviously, although I can't tell. Maybe you can tell better than I can. I don't know how cold it is outside. But what if public nudity were like totally legal? What if they just said, yeah, no, it's all good? What would happen to strip clubs? What would happen to girly magazines? What would happen to like strippers, bars, all that? Gone. Would restaurants offer like nude section and then clothes section? Would restrooms have to have both? Yeah? Probably, yeah. It's just a thought I think about every now and then. This is another thought that just is constantly running around in my head. Global climate change, I know it's real, okay? Well, I can't feel it, but maybe you guys can. The levels of the seas are rising, right? We get that. It's a fact. We can't deny it anymore. Well, the Republicans can, but the rest of us know it's real. What about those cruise ships? They're getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Have you seen these cruise ships? They are freaking enormous, right? They're like 30 stories high, and there's more of them. I'm not a scientific person, but isn't that like water displacement? Doesn't the water have to rise with all those extra cruise ships in there? And what about the people on all of those cruise ships eating all of that food? Does that not cause more weight on those ships? And the water... Well, yeah, it's a good point, right? It's what goes on in my head all the time. I did want to tell you one thing about me. When I was super young, I met my husband, and we were like 21 years old and barely had any sexual experience. And one day we kind of were exploring, and he said, you know, I really want to try like going down on you, kind of like what Marilyn's doing right now. And so we went down to the shore, to Jersey Shore. We got a room, and he's starting to do it, and it's feeling like so good. And he's down there, and he's doing. It's his first time, my first time. And I guess I don't know what happened in his head. He just got a little silly, and he just wanted to maybe see if I was enjoying it. So he kind of like looked up and waved. And in that moment I saw that and I was like, oh my God! Like in that moment, I had a total schism with reality, and I don't know what happened, like it just wrecked everything that was happening, and all I could see was his face and his waving, and it was just like so disturbing. And that was it. I was never able to ever let him do it again. And plus, the truth is, we're Jewish, so I just could not stand to see anybody else having a better time than me. So, but, you know, you guys are a really super amazing audience, and I feel like this might be 10 minutes, although I don't know. So hey, I'm just gonna say thanks so much for being a great audience.
Come on, bro!